Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. I am here with Dune Boy, Hayden, Plunkett, and Dunkett, and we are doing the Traders Night 5. So thank you to everyone tuning in, and we're just gonna start breakfast, you know the drill, production. Please tweet the link, and then we will start letting people in. Okay.
Hello. Am I hearing?
Good morning.
Good morning. I think this is the earliest I've ever been in for breakfast. I'm always supposed to.
Yeah, we're the first ones.
It looks like it.
Hi, DJ.
Hey, what's up, guys? Alright, good.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I was trying to figure out my audio.
Oh my god, were you guys nervous?
Yeah.
I was very nervous. I've been nervous like every day.
I know the waiting rooms are getting more and more intense. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And since it was so long between.
True, yeah.
So I do want to throw this out here. I would appreciate, I'm going to say it to everyone, but I would appreciate if you guys could consider me for the shield today. I'm going to call somebody out tonight that I'm pretty sure might be one.
Okay.
Just based on Friday.
Hello.
Carla, what's up?
Good. I was nervous.
Yeah, I know. I was super nervous.
I turned that down.
What number are we at now?
Is it 12?
So we'll be at 11 after whoever's murdered is revealed.
Hi, Keisha.
Hey guys, oh my gosh, I'm actually in.
Nice.
And I'm in early. Oh my goodness.
I know, that's what I said. I'm always one of the last ones to come in, so I was surprised to be in so early, if at all.
Right? Now we have to like go through the drama of changing my name as usual.
How was everybody's weekend?
It was all right.
Yeah, that's good. I was just watching Oscars.
Oh my god.
Oh, I haven't even tuned in.
Oh, is that tonight?
Yep.
Yeah.
Happening right
I
now.
put some of the dresses on.
I have it on the background.
I just finished doing production for a tribal that was like the first merge tribal that was wild and crazy. So just
Amazing.
running off of that
Hi.
adrenaline.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Birthday boy.
Hey,
Oh, it's your birthday, Mason?
It was on
Yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Nice. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I know, same.
I was literally like, it's me.
Oh man.
who is that?
It feels like tonight, I don't know why, I think just with it being delayed, I was even more scared. I was
Yeah.
like, it's taking
I
so
was like, I
long.
was waiting.
I was like, oh, I think I'm murdered.
I'm hoping they
Every
try to
time I'm
murder me.
convinced I'm murdered, I'm like, oh, I'm dead today.
I know.
I had the shield this weekend, so I'm hoping they tried to murder me and all the faithful stayed.
Oh hell yeah.
Cool.
It's the way I'm not murdered, but I'm like discombobulated. Oh my god.
So who are we meeting?
All right, who's left? I don't even know at this point. Okay, let's start looking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
There's
6,
10 of
7,
us.
8, 9, 10.
Missing Hayden, I think.
I'm right here.
And Allie?
Oh, what's up?
Yeah.
Who said I'm gonna stop doing it?
Hayden and
Wait a
Cal.
minute.
Oh, Hayden and Callie?
I think that is,
Wait.
I think that's it. Oh my gosh, it's one of those. Oh goodness. Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
so it's Callie.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh.
I'm actually shocked that Callie wasn't recruited or something. That's nuts. Okay.
well,
Is this everybody?
That was so predictable.
You're it, Hayden. You're the last one.
Oh, sh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
A few people left.
Wow.
I am screaming at this. I hope that this person was watching the stream at you all forgetting him.
Alex.
Wait.
Oh,
Who did we forget?
Alex.
Who? Oh, Alex.
Alex. Not us forgetting about Alex.
Oh, so it's Alex between Alex and Callie?
Callie, yeah.
Oh.
Alex, please tell me you were watching the stream.
It was connecting to audio.
I didn't die.
Hi, Alex. Oh my gosh.
I'm dead.
I truly. First of all, thanks, guys.
I played old.
Sorry.
And you guys told me the last two were Hayden and Callie, so I'm claiming old. It's not my fault. Y'all are younger than me.
I thought it was.
Y'all
me.
should remember better.
Oh my!
vacation stuff. Excuse me.
Kitty's the fucking villain, but she knew that. The fucking villain. But
You weren't gonna be last till
Oh.
you did. You are always harassing me, Alex.
Can I say something before we go into a breakout room?
Go
If
ahead.
that's okay, because it's hard for me to figure out who's in what, and I don't have enough time in breakout rooms. I just want to, if you all could consider giving me the shield tonight, I'd appreciate it, and I'll explain. I'm gonna call out someone tonight because I think I know, based on Friday, who might be a traitor. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll just do the breakout rooms, and then you guys know the drill. These are going to be for the shield. Hayden is setting them up, and feel free to name them and be cute. And you'll just discuss who you want to get the shield. And as the numbers dwindle, the shield only becomes more and more important, I would say, as we get closer. We're now in the second half, week 2. So I just encourage you guys to do the best you can.
All right, breakout rooms open.
It's only 11 of them. Yes. Where are we going? I'm gonna go to the kitchen because I'm hungry.
Hear Callie's name from Mitch. The person that I heard Callie's name from originally, it was the first breakout room I was in, is from you, Stu. I'm just gonna let you know. So,
What? I just got here. What'd you say?
so the first person that I heard Callie's name from on Friday was not from Mitch. So the first breakout
Right,
room that
it
I
was
went, the first breakout room that I
Absolutely
was
from
in-
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that just threw just kind of a radar on me is okay.
Mike,
I
I just had the shield. I just had the shield over the weekend. They don't
Okay.
give shields to players.
Okay.
What?
Like, and when I
I'm
said
just-
I
I'm
had the
just-
shield,
I'm just saying, Stu.
Okay, it's fine.
We've been friends for a long time, so I'm very careful if I'm going to call somebody out. And I'm just going to say that it was just weird that you said Callie's name before I heard it from Stu. Before I heard it from Mitch.
from Mitch, yes.
Yeah.
I also
and-
said that it was one of them for sure, the entire
Okay.
time.
Okay.
I never said it's definitely not Mitch. We had to get one of them out, and ended up they're both are gone. But I mean, I understand the suspicion. We have known each other a long time. I am absolutely not a traitor. I absolutely had the shield. If you want to vote me out, it's a faithful, and that's fine. At least I can have Tuesday night and the rest of the
I
week
didn't
off.
say I was going to vote you out. I'm just saying, I'm just giving my thoughts from Friday, which was suspicious for me, right? I'm
I
trying to
totally
give
get that.
facts. Okay.
I think you mean Thursday, right?
Was it Thursday that this
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah, it was Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Stu. I'm just.
No, I get it. But the problem is that the traders are salivating because a couple of people who I think are traitors have been angling to try to figure out how to get me out without murdering me. And just from things I've heard them say in breakout rooms, passive aggressive things in the main rooms. So, but Mike, I will vote for you for the shield anyway. That's how much I think you should trust me.
All right.
And I thought easy.
That's what I thought, because why wouldn't you, after
here,
going, after
Well,
going,
and there's two other points too. One was I mentioned a thing about Meaty, and other people did too with Mitch, but Meaty also called out Stu, and then was like, "Oh, but let it go." But Stu is very touchy about Meaty saying his name, but then Stu actually, if you notice, Stu got the most emotional when Maddox mentioned Stu's name. Like it was more of like he was offended that somebody who knew the truth was calling him out, and he tried to play it off like it was emotional, like outside the game, personal, but
And then he didn't even vote for
he
Matt.
kind of, he didn't even vote for Maddox, and he was
That's
like,
kinda
well, I'm
weird.
not gonna vote for Maddox here just because I'm upset, but
Yeah,
it's like
wasn't
there's like
expecting him
all
to
these
turn
little
on.
things along the way, you know
So
what I
is it-
mean?
Everyone
Is he-
agrees with you, Mike. Everyone's
Okay,
like, you're talking
I'm
about.
not crazy. Okay.
No, I think it was. I
No,
think
Mike,
I
exactly
100%, and
what
I
you
think
said
we
is
all
what I
heard.
was gonna come in and say the same things. We were in that same room. Me, you, Alex, Leah. We were all in that same room when he brought up Callie's name.
And it
I
was
was wondering who was in that room. I was trying to figure out who was in that first room.
I was there too.
And so
We were there.
And I'll say this in the roundtable, like when the game started, he was very strong about like, oh, there's two people, and then who got voted out, and he's like, all right, I'm not going to say anything. So when I went to the breakout room, I was like just joking with him. I was like, so Stu, am I the other person that you were thinking? Because I was on my bed with my iPad, I was in a different setting, and he goes, no, this is who it is, and he mentioned Callie. And then he was really strong. And I'm going to be honest with you, it really wasn't Mitch who persuaded me to vote Callie. It was really Stu. And the reason why it was Stu, because I'm really close with Stu. We've known each other for almost 3 years. So it was really him that kind of persuaded me to vote out Callie.
It was always Mitch. I mean, he had a
this
really
is
good
hard.
reason.
This is really hard for me to do this, to throw him under the bus, but I do think he's a traitor. And I think he'll be fine too. It's all game.
No, I think he is, and it's like I said, it's all these other little things added up together. Once you know that piece too, that it's like he was also a reason to get rid of Meaty, and then the whole Maddox call out where I was like, well, we all kind of were disregarding what Maddox said, but at the same time, he was the only one who seemed to be the most inflamed by what Maddox said.
And then they have those two weird votes, right? It was like Hayden was a weird vote, and then Ingenious.
Yeah, didn't he vote when he voted? He said he voted for me because he was the person he was 100% sure was not a traitor.
Yeah.
And when
It was
And when we voted for, oh my gosh, why can't I remember his name? The one who wasn't a traitor.
Jesse.
Help me. Jesse, sorry. I was like, it was Jesse, not Jesse. When we voted for Jesse, if you recall, he was in the rooms. He was like, guys, whatever you guys want. If you guys want Jesse, I'll vote Jesse. Whatever. I don't care what the reason is. I'll do it. Like, he was very like, I'm not even going to give my opinion. I'll just do it. Like, that was his position that night.
Oh, wow. I wasn't in a room with him that night, I don't think, 'cause I don't remember that. But that
was.
I didn't hear anyone pitching for the shield, but I would also, if anyone doesn't know what they're going to do with it, I'm going to throw I would not mind getting for this.
I did pitch it right before the break.
No, you did too. You did too. No, you did too. I know, but I'm just saying, if people are like, maybe.
Okay.
I'm a little nervous too. So everyone forgot about me, so it would really appreciate me if you remember me now and remember my name.
But yes, please get your votes in. And Alex, I don't know if you need me or you're just yelling at me, but if you
I was
need
just yelling at you for making me last.
I make Alex last because he sends me production notes after the shows and tells me to do room limits and
Loving notes.
And he's like, I don't mean it as a critique, but I just think it would be better if there was room limits.
Put me on blast.
Rachel all cheered 100 bits, said Team Leah and Stu with a heart emoji. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you guys. I see a lot of votes coming in. Happy to see the votes. We're on a great schedule. I hope everyone, enjoyed their daylight savings. To those who celebrate, I don't know.
Oh, that's why I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It's daylight savings. My time doesn't change.
It does.
that's right,
Are
you're
you
in
in
Vegas.
Arizona?
No, I'm in Arizona.
That's why.
Oh, yeah, in
my
Arizona.
God.
It's so random that there's just one state that doesn't do it.
So actually,
One state
the
and a
rest of the
portion of
week is
Indiana.
going to be different for you.
Really? I'm uncultured.
California.
I did not know
You're not
that.
going forward or backwards. What
I'm so
happened?
uncultured. I didn't know that. It's so
You're
weird.
gonna go back or forward? Like what happened? What changed?
We sprung forward.
We sprung ahead.
Forward?
Bring
went
forward.
We
Fall
lost
back.
an hour.
That means I gotta get up early tomorrow.
So we're
to
all
work.
tired right now.
Wait,
Tired
so-
and grumpy.
What time is it in Arizona now?
Right now it's only 7.
Oh, it's only 7. Wow.
How does it work for one state and not the rest?
I know,
They
that's
are.
weird.
They voted themselves out of daylight savings.
Wait, not just that, but only part of Indiana changes and not the whole state. That's even crazier. That the whole state doesn't do the same thing. Wow. As a person that's to drive through Indiana, it's very confusing.
Indiana's kind of a weird state.
No, I had no fuck. Yeah.
Agree, honey.
Production, please write in production, because I don't use the voting chart. Okay. Just to be fair, I don't want anyone using my words against me. I'm just gonna say there was a tie, and we're gonna give the shield to both people in the tie. So there's 2 shields tonight. Sometimes the show does that. I think that's fair of us. So just because you might have it doesn't mean no one else has it. Okay? Production, you can give the shields out. But that doesn't mean that every time you tie, we're gonna be nice, because eventually it's like the cast would be too small. But tonight, be nice. Okay, the shields have been given out, so if you don't have one, you don't have one. And obviously up to you to keep it to yourself. So we will move right on into breakout rooms for the banishment. And we do have time. We can do a full 10 minutes. Do you guys think that's better? So we'll do 10 minutes for the banishment, and then we'll go into the round table.
Okay, open.
What's up? Okay, I'm gonna go to the bar if we want to break up a little bit.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hey there, nobody came with me. I'm just gonna hang out here with you. How's everybody doing? Want to hear my theories on who I think the traitors are?
I'm gonna move to a different room, but good talking to you for a second. Sorry.
All right.
And also, you were one of the 2 people that were just extremely on board to keep Mitch.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was a little suspicious of you, and I would love to hear from you. I'm not saying that you're a traitor, but that's just something that I was thinking of coming into this, and I wanted to hear from you specifically.
Yeah, that's very fair. I mean, I didn't think he was a traitor. I didn't. I didn't see anything different from Mitch that I normally don't. He just acted the same way. I've been pretty honest in this game. My reads are off terribly. That's how I am. I'm pretty much sometimes tunnel focused on certain things. And sometimes it's hard for me to get out of that track of mind. And it bites me in the ass in a lot of these games. But I really, really didn't think Mitch was a traitor. So I couldn't vote for him. And the reason I voted for Callie, and it really wasn't Mitch's pitch that made me vote for Callie. It really was Stu's pitch that made me vote for Callie. Because Stu is someone that I've known for a very long time. And so I take his word to heart sometimes. And so he was the main reason why I voted for Callie. and that's why.
Gotcha.
I'm not a trader. I don't think I would be a very good trader. I think I would self-implode, to be honest with you. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. Hayden, I'm sorry. I don't know if that helps or.
No, that helped a lot.
No. I mean, if you know me, you know that I'm not really good at these games, and I can be really terrible. And I think me as a trader, people would be onto me right away.
I'm not the best either. I'm right there with you. That was just my thought going into it.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else that y'all are thinking?
I'm a little gun shy now of saying names because it didn't work out so well last time. I just think we need to bear in mind that traders are going to vote out traitors too, because it's better for them to constantly be recruiting a new traitor. And that way we can't pick up on voting patterns and we can't pick up on how people are acting. So like the idea that certain people voted out Mitch, so they can't be traitors. It's bullshit. Mm-hmm. I promise you at least one traitor voted out Matic. Promise, because they just knew it was a sinking ship.
And at this point, I mean, that was forever ago, so that's
right. And now we've had 2 new traitors since then. So there's really.
If he won a shield, he could have blocked it from them from being able to kill someone.
Stu said he got the shield.
Who?
Stu.
Okay, and then there's someone else.
I just don't fucking believe. Who voted for Stu?
Not me.
I didn't even know he asked for it, but I didn't see him at all. I only heard Alex and Mike ask for it.
I'm talking about last
Oh.
No.
Who y'all voted for Stu?
No.
Well, when that was last week, nobody, what do you call it, and the round was in, nobody wanted to say anything because they wanted to make sure, like, they could trick the traders, and make sure you have no information. So I didn't know he was asking for it last week.
That's what I'm saying. I had no idea, but it's for me. It's like I need to hear from Keisha and Mike. Those 2 for me, because I don't.
But do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because I'm not going against them. I'm just I want to know what was the flip for that. You know what I mean?
Like what made him come off that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to see if he still says her name, but it's just odd to me how they're very much agreeing to everything.
Mm-hmm. I have questions because I don't know how they were backing Mitch was. It's just a lot of inconsistencies for me, and then too many questions, and I feel like I need to know the answers. So for me, I need to know about Keisha and I need to know about Mike.
My name's probably out there. Did you guys hear
I have a question.
Sure.
So who do you think are traitors?
I think Stu's a traitor, and right now I think Hayden's a traitor.
Who else?
Hayden.
Okay, so what about
the reason why? Why are you laughing?
I'm sorry.
I want to hear.
Can I explain why?
Yeah, let me read it.
So, do you guys think Stu's a traitor?
I think he could be.
I see the
I think there's some
example.
Okay, and I'll explain more during the roundtable. The reason I think Hayden's a traitor because he really pushed my name out in the last room that I was in, and Stu was in that room. So that's why I'm kind of sus right now of Hayden too.
But okay, so
totally not.
What happened with you thinking Keisha is a traitor?
She still could be. I don't know. I don't know. I'm focused. This is how I am. I come into this game.
Okay, but here's my thing. I understand what you're saying. There's examples, but for you to come off and come straight to saying Stu's a traitor, and you definitely saying Keisha's a traitor last weekend.
Yeah.
For you to full on.
But I have more. I feel like
Hayden and Stu being traitors and not saying Keisha's name. What is happening?
So the reason why that's happening as Isaiah is because I feel like I have more evidence right now for Stu to be able to gain traction for his name. And the reason why is because of his behavior on Friday. right now, like, I don't have that against Keisha. It's just intuition.
Oh, there's way too many people in here. Okay, I'm gonna dip out.
And then the reason also the reason also that I brought up Aiden's name is just because the last room that I was in, he pushed my name.
Okay.
So that's my reason. So I don't have the evidence. I don't have the evidence against Keisha, but I feel like I have a solid.
That's who I'm feeling it is.
Yeah.
I would be absolutely shocked if Stu is not a traitor.
Yeah.
I would be so shocked.
I'm down that way.
I agree with you though about him too though, because I've been feeling the same way, and I've kind of just got the vibes the couple nights that we have played so far that it's just like he's very quick to defend immediately.
Yeah.
Like any other name that's thrown out, he won't settle unless it's the one that he wants.
Yeah.
And
The
he's
one
very-
thing, if Stu is a traitor, I'd be less, I guess, I wouldn't really believe that Mike was also, because he's very adamantly against Stu tonight. So that's one thing to keep in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Mike is a very attractive human being. It's hard not to, hear what he's saying and not immediately just want to believe it or just go with it. Like, that's another thing. I'm not even gonna lie right now,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, we're on the same page.
Yeah,
for sure. I'm down for that.
I can't wait to hear Stu defend himself.
Then his name just completely everyone kind of just stopped talking about Stu. He pushes for Callie. He's been kind of laying back. I just get a vibe from him that he could be a traitor, and I could be totally, totally wrong on it, and I want to hear what he has to say tonight. But that's where I just didn't get that from.
It was out of character last week.
Yeah, it's just not the Stu that I'm used to seeing.
It was kind of
I'm good with Stu. I'm good with saying Mike and
Yeah.
Keisha.
What's up,
Love.
lady?
Love. I just need to know what's going on. I need to understand why we was like protecting Mitch and all
We
of
were
that
not protecting Mitch. We were very much on Mitch.
Oh, you were?
Yes.
Okay.
I think because I wouldn't agree to vote out Callie if Mitch didn't go, because I knew Mitch was a traitor. Because I think that's what you guys were trying to say. It was 50-50. And I was very much like, no, it's Mitch. That was my position.
Knew it was.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed your breakout rooms. We are going to start the round table now. You'll have at least 10 minutes. Sometimes if it's spicy, we'll pump it up to 12. And then we'll do our vote, and you're all welcome to speak at your own leisure.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. I feel like in the past, what the traders have been doing is like throwing a name out there and to put like suspicion on them, and then like they try to capitalize on them. There are a couple of people that do that a lot. For me, Mike, it's like you're all over the place, and I don't understand. Stu, last week. You threw out Callie. The week prior, you was really quiet. You voted for me when you know damn well I'm not no damn traitor. That was really confusing. I feel like that was a throwaway vote. Yeah, and then Keish. I thought you were protecting Mitch, but now you're saying you weren't. So it was just, I guess I was confused. But that's where my mind is. Like, I have questions about y'all three.
Okay, so can I talk? So I'm the type of person that, like, when I have something in my mind, I roll with it and I forget about other things. So on Friday, when was it? Whenever the whole Callie and Mitch thing, the first breakout room that I went into, it was me, Stu, and there was other people in that room, and I can't remember. And I joked to Stu and I said, who's the other person that you mentioned when you first came into breakfast? Because Stu was hardcore breakfast. He was like, I want the shield. There's two people that I think of, and the other person it was Johnny. She got voted out, and then Stu was like, all right, I'm not gonna say the other person. Like I'm wrong, right? And so when I asked him, I'm like, are you talking about me because I'm in a different setting? I'm in my bedroom, and he's like, no, this is the other person, and he said Callie. And then he started talking about why he thinks it's Callie, and he was pitching it pretty strong. It's the first time I heard Callie's name was from Stu. And then as the night progressed, that's when I started, Mitch started doing his thing. And I'm going to be honest, it really wasn't Mitch that persuaded me. It was Stu that persuaded me to vote for Callie because I know Stu. I've been friends with Stu for a very long time, and I trust his word. So this is hard for me to kind of go against him right now. And so that was sus when Mitch got voted out because I swear to God, I thought Mitch was a faithful. And I was really surprised when he got voted out. So that was that, right? That evidence, it's probably the strongest evidence that I've ever had in this game. Like I'm pretty much when I vote, I'm going on intuition and my reads have been wrong. And then there's also those two weird votes that Stu had. It was Hayden and then Ingenious. And so now I'm starting to put pieces together. I'm like, could Stu possibly be a traitor? And this is why I'm voting. This is why I'm telling you my opinion tonight. And I know I'm like all over the place, but like I feel like I have solid evidence tonight that I think Stu is a traitor. And if I'm wrong, I'm terrible at this game.
Would anyone else like to?
Oh, go ahead, Stu.
Yeah,
would anyone else like to?
Stu. I want to hear from you.
Well, first of all, I just want to hear if anybody would like to claim it doesn't matter now that you got the shield last Thursday. Because you're not going to, unless you're going to lie, because I had the shield. And they don't give traitors the shield.
Yeah, they do.
Who told you that?
Oh, if they did, I didn't know that. I didn't think that a traitor could get the shield. All right, so let me move along. The issue is that everybody wants names to be thrown out. I spent time rewatching the votes, and I found that only two people voted for Jesse and then flipped to Mitch the next night when Jesse was definitely leaving, and that was Johnny and Callie. The theory kind of got blown out of the water when Johnny ended up being killed, but it still made sense to me that a traitor would target Jesse, and then when they know he's going, try to put on the next target. I've only said names. Yes, I threw away 2 votes. I've only said names once. And there are a lot of other people who we all assume are faithfuls who have said names hardcore more than once. I understand why Mike is sus of me. I understand why anybody is sus of me. I don't lie well. If you vote me out, I'm going to say that you voted out a faithful. And it would be too bad, but I understand why you might vote that way.
If you're finished, I'll just say 2 things. First, Ingenious, I think you weren't in any rooms with me Thursday, so the only time you saw me talk was at the round table, so you didn't have the opportunity to hear me talk in rooms about us talking about the fact that we thought Mitch was the traitor. So you heard me at the round table say I thought Mitch and Callie both lied well, and that they both could both be traitors or both be faithfuls. So just to clear that up, I think that's what you heard. And so that's that. But as to Stu, I also think that Stu, you could possibly be a traitor because of the reasons I believe I heard Mike saying in one room. But in addition to that, for the fact that Meaty died, he was a person on to you that you seem to be upset about. Maddox called you out, you seem very upset about that. I actually said your name the very first, whatever you call it, round table. And you are still here. I think you are a traitor. And I think that you tried to downplay the Maddox vote by saying, Maddox is being too obvious. Why would he do that? You said the same thing about Mitch. Mitch is being too obvious. Why would he do that? And they both ended up being traitors, which is why it leads me to believe that you were protecting both of them because you weren't willing to vote for either, although there was clear evidence for them. Whereas with Jesse, we were very much 50-50 on Jesse being a traitor or a faithful. He's either a traitor and we need to get him out, or he's a bad faithful because he's not listening to us talk about who the traitors could be. And with his vote, you were very much well, I'm going with the majority no matter what you guys say. If you guys wanted to be Jesse, we can do Jesse because you knew he was faithful. So you were okay with doing the majority vote for that. So that's why, Stu, tonight, my vote is for you.
Well, then I'll be voting for Keisha because I think that there's also something else you have to think about. And that is, why are the traitors murdering the people they're murdering? And it is because they are not the ones speaking up. They are not going to be targets. And there is no one who speaks up more than Keisha. And why hasn't Keisha been murdered yet? The only reason that you wouldn't want one of the most convincing people, one of the best strategists in these games, to continue to be in this game when you've had 5 opportunities to murder someone, why would you leave likely the best player in the game? So I don't know,
Stu, tell us, why didn't you murder me?
I didn't murder you because I'm not a traitor. I mean, the
reason I feel like Keisha has I feel like a lot of people, like, not right now, myself included, but people have definitely thought it's Keisha. I definitely thought it was Keisha at one point. For me, the reason I assumed Keisha's staying is because I feel like the traitors, if she is a traitor, obviously that's not why she's not being killed, but if she's not a traitor, I think the traitors keep hearing her name. I think Callie obviously was murdered because, I thought she was going to get recruited, to be honest, but if you don't recruit her, you kind of have to kill Callie because she was completely cleared. And I think Meaty, same thing. I think it was a very easy kill because he was basically cleared. So Johnny was the only one that I think maybe we can garner more information from. But I'm going to be honest, I've been leaning towards you, Stu, for a while, and I could be totally wrong. And I probably, who knows, but
you are.
I don't know. I just don't think, maybe I'm wrong, but I just think Mike, I know people are saying it's Mike. Mike, I don't think it's you. I think you've been going all over the place with ideas, and I kind of think that's what faithfuls do a lot of the time.
Here's my thing about... I don't know. Here's my thing. Last time we were on, everyone was agreeing to Mitch, right? But Mike was only on Keisha. Okay, so you would think in this time he'll come after, he'll be like, oh, he wanted to add more into it, but he didn't. First he came on, he's like, I want the shield. Previously, a lot of traders came on immediately hot and crazy and said this stuff. Then he's like saying Stu and Hayden's name out of the blue.
It wasn't out of the blue.
Well, for me, it is like for me. I didn't hear those names from you.
And the reason why I'm asking,
Go ahead.
No, you can finish. I'm sorry.
You're good. So what just threw me off was the fact that you said that, and then during our first little breakout rooms. And it was weird because you and Keisha weren't you guys are friends, I get it, but you guys weren't in the same page last week. And as soon as we started this one, you guys were on the same boat. You guys were agreeing on this. You guys were saying this, and that. So I was just kind of confused of what's happening. And then I asked you, I was like, "Do you still think Keisha's a traitor?" And you kind of gave me no answer. You kind of
I'm still
frustrated about it. You got frustrated.
Yeah, no, I'm still on the fence. Here's the deal. I don't think anyone else thinks she's a. Well, it seems like there's some people, but I don't think a lot of people here think she's a traitor. So it's not worth my time pushing this anymore with Keisha. That's where I'm getting.
I think it's more. And
so I need to start looking more at.
Was there a recruitment last weekend?
There could have
been. I think Keisha recruited Mike. I think that's what happened.
So then, with a switch,
you're gonna go tit for tat with me now, Stu? Okay.
No, that's the evidence that I have looking at me, Mike.
And historically, the traitors have turned around.
And this is why I asked. This is why I asked for the shield when I first came into the game, because I knew if I was going to call out Stu's name, it's going to piss off other traitors, and that's why I wanted the shield tonight. So, that's fine. I'm not a traitor. I'd be a terrible traitor. I would be a terrible traitor, and I would implode in this game if I was in traitor. People that know me know how I play these games, and I'm very reactive, and I'm very in the moment, and I would do horrible as a traitor. I'm doing horrible as a faithful. Can you imagine me as a traitor in this game?
We are at 11 minutes. Was someone speaking?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, you can finish, and Hayden's last.
Okay, Mike, I know that you were in the breakout room with me when I told you that I came into this very suspicious of you, um, and how you like throw out people's names and stuff every week, and I was very suspicious. Like that is just, I don't know why you would do that, and you gave me a really good response about that's just who you are, and that you're just reactive like that in games.
Yeah.
Has anyone else here played with Mike and can like confirm that? Just so like, because I've only played with you once before, but have any of you played with him before and know that?
The fact that he's held together this
that-
long is amazing.
I played the
Like
same
traitor
game as you,
or
Hayden.
faithful. Like
Honestly,
yeah.
the first time I actually saw you, like, kind of like, was when I said, "Why aren't you thinking Keisha is a traitor anymore?" Because you were very on for the entire time, straightforward with that. You were like on point, and this is the first time seeing you acting like not acting like.
Because I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence with Keisha right now. I go back and
You were
forth.
so dead on her yet last week, but now you're.
I was. Yeah.
That's what I'm confused about. Like, you didn't mention her name at all this entire time.
Because
if you were on the fence with her, you would have said her name, and you just said Stu and Hayden's name. So that's where I'm coming from. So I get the evidence between Stu, but I actually kind of believe he is a faithful. And I'm just gonna go with my gut, and I'm gonna vote you.
Okay.
If it kills me, it kills me. I'm going with what I'm thinking as a faithful.
Rachel cheered 100 bits. Said you're doing amazing. SoCal crew, Mike, sun emoji. I think Rachel.
Thank you so much, Rachel. And we are done, so get your votes in.
Am I officially SoCal? Because
You're SoCal.
I feel like you guys never include me.
I was like, where's the?
I'm so
we're
happy
voting.
Rachel
Are we
is
voting?
here.
We're voting
Yeah,
now?
we're voting. We're voting.
Okay.
We're hanging with the Twitch. I appreciate every viewer so much.
I think about it, guy. Hold on.
Oh, not the guns coming out, Hayden. Oh my
Right
goodness.
now, Keisha.
Where's the wine, Hayden? You left the wine.
I got my wine.
Oh, it's right there.
Rachel cheered 100 bits. Said Carla, you're so pretty. Thank you, Rachel. Rachel all. Carla not even accepting the compliment.
Please, I'm shy. It's awkward. Thank you, Rachel.
Hayden, how was the Abbey? Did you have a good time?
It was good. It was cool. Obviously, it was really cool to see Janelle and Sandra.
Those are really cool pictures.
Thanks. Yeah.
We do have the votes, so we can begin reading them. How many votes? There's 12 people.
Yeah, 12.
Okay, so we're just gonna go in order of my screen, and that is Mike first.
Yeah, this was really, really a hard vote for me because I really love this guy. We've been friends for a very long time, and this was difficult. But I got to start playing these games like really looking at like facts and stuff. So sorry, Stu, but I did vote for you as a traitor.
Carla.
I was kind of like going back and forth because you guys made like great arguments, but I feel like a lot of the stuff that happened last week is out of character. That's why I voted for you still.
Ingenious.
So, Mike, I voted for you because one point I was hoping that you was gonna not deter from was the Keisha thing. So that's why it confused me.
Oh my god, my battery's low.
Mason.
I can't lie, I was very convinced when we first started the banishment breakout rooms. However, the round table kind of gave me a little bit more clarity, and I think just some of the answers that I got didn't quite make sense. I'm sorry, my vote is for Mike.
Leah.
I was also really on the fence, but I did think the evidence of Mike not going so hard for Keisha and just kind of flipping out of the blue was the most suspicious thing to me. So I did vote for Mike.
Irina.
I voted for Stu. I think that we have the most evidence against Stu throughout the many weeks or days of this game. For some reason, I believe Mike. I got some pretty serious vibes from him, but my reads have been off. But I did vote for Stu tonight.
Alex.
I don't know. Maybe I just don't want to believe that Mike could be playing this way if you're a traitor. I'm sorry. I just think it'd be crazy. So I can't believe that someone else, and based on the evidence, plus I just think you would be a great traitor even if you're not Stu. And I think with all the evidence we have, I voted for you. It might not be you, and what are you gonna do? But I just said, if it's Mike, it's like worse than Matic. No offense. I just don't believe
Keisha.
Yeah, like I said, my vote is for Stu. I think there's more evidence going that way. Might be both of them, but for me, I think it's Stu. And I think it's okay to listen to the evidence and change your mind and have a different vote. That doesn't make you a traitor. That means you're listening to what everybody says and trying to go with the best option. So for that to be a lot of people's votes, I'm looking at all y'all side things. Period.
Stu.
I voted for Keisha because she just voted for me, and that's me.
Respect.
Just based off the voting patterns and the heated exchange with Matic, and you didn't even vote for him. It seemed a little weird, so I voted for Stu.
Hayden. Not you.
I know.
Good one. Okay. His eyes lit up.
I love this person so much outside of games, but I did vote for you, Stu. I'm so sorry.
Isai.
I voted for Mike.
Is that everyone? Because people have been moving around, and now Mike is on the bottom. When I spoke, he was for
Mason.
And now Mason's now down here, but he voted. So everyone voted. Raise your hand if you did not vote. No, we're all good. Okay. Stu, they banished you. I'm very sad. I love you. I hope we'll still keep in touch. I know that these games are really what keeps our friendship going. So go ahead. Say what you are.
I'm surprised it took this long. Obviously, you guys are all amazing players, and the Twitch chat, incredible reads. You caught me. I am absolutely a fucking faithful.
Oh, he's a faithful?
I knew he was gonna say. I knew you were gonna do it like that.
Me too.
Oh my god.
Right. Yeah.
Don't be so suspicious next time, Stu. Love you.
He can't help it. That's who he is. I love you, Stu.
I was so sure.
I believed you were a faithful from the beginning.
Babes, I thought you was a traitor from the beginning. I ain't gonna lie.
Me too.
I'll admit when I'm wrong. I said it from the jump.
I was wrong. I was big wrong.
I was so wrong. I have bad reads. It just counted against me.
Goodbye, sweet
Getting better tonight.
See you on the outside.
Die next.
You guys can all chat for a bit.
Perfect. Thank you.
Or we did the
In
other
breakout
night.
rooms
Would
or
you
here?
guys rather have like 5 minutes here or in breakout rooms?
Breakout room.
I need to get my charger, my things
Okay.
I'd like to try to get away from the people I think that are traitors, even if I'm wrong.
Yeah, you guys can all plug your stuff in.
You die, like,
Where
what
do
are
you think
you
our
doing? Like,
But y'all
what
just
are you doing?
you all banished my friend, so.
Oh.
Just seemed out of character, the stuff like he did last week.
I really thought he was great.
This one I'm most shocked about.
But my thing is, like, a lot of games, some of us where we're trying to, if you're playing a traitor game and you're being faithful, sometimes you get out of character because you're trying to figure things out.
Yeah.
Here's the pattern. When every traitor we caught, the beginning of the game, something they say. Look at the pattern. If he's
No,
not,
that's not true. Mitch hasn't said anything at the beginning of the game.
But the thing is, you're calling everyone who voted him. You probably say you're looking at us sideways. People who voted him for him, we have our own.
I'm sorry, you cut out because
You cut out.
We have our own like evidence against it. You know what I mean? Because when you said you're looking at us sideways, Like you voted for Stu because you had your evidence, and I voted for him because I had my evidence. I'm not gonna look at you sideways, but I'm gonna say what I want to say.
Right, you can. Don't worry.
Do you guys want me to open breakout rooms for discussion?
Yeah, give them 6 minutes and then
Yes,
we'll
please.
end the show after. So
Okay.
they'll get 6 minutes and that's it.
I was gonna read some messages before I open it. Andrew cheered
Okay.
100 bit said, "I was convinced you were a traitor tonight, Stu. I'm sorry I doubted." Thank you, Andrew. Rachel cheered 100 bit said, I never doubted you, Stu King." Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, everyone. Okay, I'm gonna open up breakout rooms.
Be separate. Y'all are annoying.
If I died in
I feel like
Now you are
tried
talking to me.
everything. Yeah.
I keep joining rooms and there, so that ain't messaging for me.
Oh,
Hello.
I feel so bad right now.
Yeah.
I really feel bad. Like this was tough for me.
See the evidence for.
Like,
I mean, there's evidence for everybody. If
that,
you
like,
really look.
I swear 99% I thought it was him. Just from, he was so going hard on Callie before I even heard her name from Mitch. Like, right?
I think.
What the fuck?
I don't.
Defended Mitch, we're both traitors.
Yeah.
Keisha,
Here's my
I still
thing.
have questions about you, and I'm sorry, like, you know how I feel about you. It's just
that take that out. This is game, baby. But like in the game, I would not go after a traitor 2 seconds into the game if I were a traitor. Like that makes no sense.
I feel
would
like
not play the game
you
that
would
way.
be the one to make them fucking move like that. That's
I
so
would
Here's
not.
my
like,
thing.
that,
I would
you
not.
know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
like,
no,
here's,
let me break this down for you. No, wait, you say, let me
Okay,
answer her
okay,
question.
okay.
Let me break
Right.
it down for you. I am way too logical for that because if I did that to someone and then try to recruit someone, they would just do it to me because like I would have shown that I'm very untrustworthy. You know what I mean? Like that's not something I would ever do. That's illogical. Like
Maybe
I'm
you
not
didn't like how Matic was playing. You was like, nah, adios.
But what is
no,
it?
like I didn't even know Matic was gonna play like that. Like how? What do you mean? Like I would not even like know that.
But if you was a traitor, you would have found out. And then when we came back, he was like, oh no, he said my name. As a traitor, you don't like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
but that's not even how that happened. I immediately was like, oh, if he's coming up with this story, that was like from jump. The first he came in to breakfast with that story, I said, oh, he's making this up. That means 50-50. He's a traitor or a faithful.
But then
You're now going to be the vote because I was like, you're the only person who's given us a reason to think that you're a traitor. Like I said it from there. Before any of the antics, before all the rest of that happened, the rest of the thing, all the rest of it just kept tilting the scales towards being a traitor. You know what I mean? Because of the way he was doubling down on it all. I would not, like, that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I
it made
illogical.
sense to a lot of other people too. Like, I'm not the only one that was thinking that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I know you were, but I'm just saying, like, that's why I'm explaining it because I'm just like,
yeah,
that's not what I would do. And I also, like, Carla was there, like, I know you didn't hear it, but Carla was in the room where we were talking about Mitch. Like, clearly, I'm not going to just be sitting here hunting down other traitors.
Was that one, I think, when you were kind of torn because what do you call it? Mitch was great at speaking. And then he was making great points where I was even doubting, like, where my head was.
Right, when we got to the round table.
Yeah.
Right, because in the room, we both were like, Mitch, it's Mitch, it's Mitch. It has to be
Yeah, but
Mitch. And
then
we got to the round table, we were like, dang, y'all both get liars. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
okay.
I should was
all right. Mom, I feel a little better.
But I feel like you haven't been in any of the rooms with me, so you don't hear me.
That's very
I'm not
true.
gonna
That's
be
very
at the
true.
round table saying.
That would be fucking shocking. But I mean, I'm shocked that Stu wasn't a traitor. So anything's possible, dude.
I mean,
that's not a
That's-
far-fetched idea. It's not.
I don't know, but I think the other name we said now that we're on stream, the other name that, and having talked to people that's kind of makes sense, maybe even as an original, because
and I'm etc. I was just kind of like, but the whole point of the traitors is to also like hide it, like you're not trying to show your true colors, and it just kind of it just threw me off a little bit. However, I didn't think Stu was after I heard everything, and honestly, I don't really think you are either.
Thank you. I'm still like in shock right now, just to be honest with you, because like I thought I had like the evidence. Like he threw like he was the first person to like push Callie's name out to me. Like he was going hard with her, and there was hinky votes that he threw like on Ingenious and then Hayden. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I'm terrible at this. I have no idea what's going on.
I think the hinky votes that he threw were a part of majorly of his downfall.
I think so. I think that was one of the more suspicious things he did was
Yeah.
throw those weird votes.
Yeah.
But after listening to him, I was like, well, I don't know. I mean, I could still see him as being one, but I wasn't fully convinced either.
I was like so sure he was the traitor.
I was too. Like
So I was pretty shocked.
so I have no idea. Like no idea what's going on right now. Who's who?
After tonight, I have nothing.
Yeah,
I was like, I still have suspicions, but it's like no one I'm 100% sure on, obviously, without.
Yeah, right.
It's hard to be 100%. The only people who know 100% are the traitors themselves.
And it's hard to tell from vote counts because, first of all, new people have been recruited.
Yep.
So they could have voted a traitor out and then the next day got recruited. And they could be voting out, other traitors. So it's hard to kind of, I guess, get a gauge based on that.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just hard when the murders are really the only two things we have evidence to go on, because we can make up what we think has happened in our heads, but we don't know what they're really thinking.
Yep. So. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just really tough.
Okay, we are going to end the show now, and traders, just be ready for that Zoom link for your.
Don't murder me tonight.
And before we end, Stu cheered 1,000 bits, said, "Vote out Johnny. She's a traitor." Thank you, Stu.
Thank you, Stu. You are my favorite.
Sorry, Stu.
Sorry, Stu.
I thought it was you so hard.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Good night. Gonna end the stream here.
Good night, everyone.
Here.
Good night. I'm just joking. Sorry, Stu.
Don't kill me.
Good night.